What is going on, guys? It's your boy JW, and you guys may know me as the Duramax guy, but today I'm going to be taking you guys down the memory lane and go over my very first truck, which is a 2005 GMC Sierra 1500 5.3 liter. We're going to go from the day I got it and then go all the way to the day I sold it. Let's go. Day one, here is the truck the day I bought it, completely stock as you can see. I definitely wanted to change the look of it a little bit because I didn't want it to look like a grandpa truck and look completely stock. So the first thing I did was plastic dip the emblem. It was only $5 and I spent another $5 buying like the VHT nightshade. I was definitely balling on budget, but I still wanted to like customize vehicle and make mine stand out from other GMCs out there. First major modification was putting a Kenwood doubled-in radio with the backup camera because I wasn't used to having a truck. I really wanted to be able to see when I was backing up, and I wanted to be able to stream music. I got that done at Dealer Options, and while I was there, I saw something. I saw a set of factory all-terrain wheels that came off of a 2014 GMC Sierra all-terrain edition. So I offered the guy, I want to say $600, and I think he wanted like $1,000 for it. And I believe we ended up meeting in the middle, and I got it for about $800, which is a really good deal for these OEM wheels. Perfect condition. Tires still had about 50% tread, which was good for me because I didn't have to buy new tires. Honestly, I had this set up before all the Carolina boys started getting like reps. But it was a really clean look, and I thought at the time having the smoked out parking lights looked so badass. Next thing I did was I went out and bought a set of headlights, used set of headlights actually, and I put color shift halos myself. I probably spent like 20 plus hours learning how to build custom headlights as well as learning how to wire everything because I had no clue before. Next, I found these set of fuel wheels on Craigslist. I was on Craigslist every night at the time. These wheels were on a post of a guy trying to sell his truck, and I just happened to ask him, hey man, would you like to sell your wheels? And he said, no, I'm trying to sell the truck. And I told him, if you change your mind, just let me know. About a month later, I actually picked them up for $400. I had to drive about an hour and a half. I mean, it was completely worth it. $400 for 18-inch wheels. Then I put them on Craigslist just to see what would happen. And then I got a message from a guy wanting to trade for his 18-inch fuel hostages. And these hostages had tires that were pretty much brand new. So I ended up selling the tires for about $350, and it was an even trade. So at the end of the day, I only paid $50. Next up, I went to Discount Tires and bought some Cooper 33-inch tires. I was told they would fit, but then once I got the tires mounted, they rubbed really badly. So I went with 3.5-inch rough country leveling kit that came with all new shocks. I want to say it looked pretty good, but it was the worst decision I've ever made. No, actually, this is the worst decision I've ever made. I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. I forgot to mention that I put the stock headlights back on, and I got bored with it, so I went out and found these clear halo headlights for about $100. This looked terrible. Sold those headlights immediately and put the stocks back on. Then I peeled off the plastic dip because it was really ugly. Decided to clear the stock headlights, and I had one halo left over from the last set, so I put that in there just for, tits and giggles. I want to say this truck looked really clean with just the stock cleared headlights. Put some LED pods and 22-inch light bar. After saving up for a whole year, I put the 6-inch rough country lift. I went and picked up my truck yesterday, and it took an extra day because I had to replace some other stuff. Well, here's my truck. Here's me doing a complete walk around of the truck after it got lifted. Remember when I told you guys that the 3.5-inch leveling kit was the worst decision I've ever made? The front end was cranked up so much that I had to replace all the ball joints and replace the CV axles. But I mean, I guess it was a good thing because the truck did have about 120,000 miles. I left the 33s on there because I just couldn't afford to spend $1,500 on tires at the same time. Rough country sticker adds 5 more horsepower to my truck. Luckily the 33s didn't look too bad. And then bam, 35s, 35-inch BFG KO2s tires. These tires look so good and rode really good at the same time. You will notice that my headlights will change throughout all these pictures, and that's because these headlights are so easy to replace that I would just replace them when I got bored. And up next, tow mirrors from eBay. I don't think I knew how to level out these tow mirrors at the time, so I just installed them. Looked pretty good, and they were only 150 bucks. I don't think I wired the reverse lights because I don't think I knew how. Blinkers were plug and play, so that was easy right there. Real quick, enjoy this video of me blocking in my manager's car at work. Alright, Billy, what did we just do?
Well, blocked our manager's car in. Well, his door's in. He's not getting in unless he's going through the hatch. Not happening. Hey, get it close up. Show him where the windshield wiper's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. What are those? You can't even see the car.
Yeah. Well, she can't legally do that. Alright, stop.
That's probably 40 million.
Stop.
Ready to go home?
Hatch it up, player. Can you lift it up by your windshield knob?
It's locked.
You locked your car? Well, his driver door's probably unlocked, but he can't get in that
Go in the back, Justin. Go in the seat.
No, he locked it. He's sitting in the door.
Eventually I moved my truck and we all went home. And up next, here is a picture of my truck that barely fit in the garage. And here's me just messing around. This is behind my church at an empty field. Not really doing any donuts, but just driving around. I'm getting my friend to film for me. And he doesn't really know how to film, so it's super shaky. Points at the ground, he's walking, he's just trying to get a good shot. And this is the summer of 2016, and I was towing this little trailer around everywhere for church. And you know, that little trailer was packed down with a whole bunch of worship equipment and just a lot of heavy stuff. My main duty was to haul everything for our retreats and mission trips and camping and just every activity that we were doing. So my truck was always loaded down, and the trailers were loaded down. I could tell that just my truck was struggling every time we went somewhere, being loaded down like that. Once the classes started back up in August, I really didn't do any kind of modifications on the truck. I was still taking a lot of pictures and posting frequently on Instagram though. After a couple months, I went out and bought these spider headlights. They're not too bad. Only downside is that the clear coat does peel after a while. I kept the stock halos, but I did put some demon eyes. One of my Instagram buddies came and we traded wheels. I got a set of 20x10 fuel coupler with 35-inch Toyo MTs. I really like this setup, and I had this set up for about, I would say, less than a month before I sold the truck. And right before I sold the truck, I did put some RGB halos in the spider headlights that I bought, and I gotta say, it looked really good. And she gone. After I sold this truck, that's when I went out and bought that white LOY. And as you guys can see, that LOY is what pretty much started this YouTube channel. Alright, first it has LED headlights or LED bulbs and LED fogs. Aftermarket tow mirrors. Kenwood doubled in. We have 210s. I think those are the Hummer H2 wheels. Backup camera. Yeah, that's it. It's really basic right now, but I'm going to be switching this up or changing this up. Duramax diesel 2500. And that truck turned into this truck. I will put the full playlist right there. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and go check out the playlist. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the story time. Did you guys enjoy it? Do you guys want another one? perhaps maybe of the white LOI. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.